online reactions. From memes to moral outrage once the moment aired, social media erupted in a frenzy of memes, reaction videos, think pieces, and hashtags. TikTok creators reenacted the red carpet scene. Twitter users analyzed Remy Ma's facial expressions with forensic detail. Instagram fan pages chose sides, some defending Papoose, others grieving for Remy Ma, and many simply caught in the chaos of it all. The internet divided itself into camps. Team Remy posted clips of her walkout over heartbreak ballads. Team Claressa lauded her strength and asserted that she had the right to love freely. #PapoosGate trended for hours, a tag used to criticize his public handling of the situation. Across YouTube, streamers and bloggers broke down the drama with analysis more intense than a political debate. Yet amid the humor and heat, a deeper conversation took root. What is the cost of turning personal devastation into digital content? Are we as a culture becoming desensitized to emotional collapse because it trends well? The very platforms meant to connect us were now echo chambers of empathy, cruelty, curiosity, and spectacle. A tale of two women. Contrasts in character, power, and perception, Remy Ma and Claressa Shields could not be more different in how they handled the situation. One exited in silence, her pain neatly wrapped in composure. The other leaned into the spotlight, celebrating her new union without apology. Their contrasting approaches created a powerful juxtaposition. Two women, each navigating the same moment from opposite ends of the emotional spectrum. Remy Ma's pain was raw, silent, and deeply human. She represented every woman who has had to endure betrayal in public while maintaining dignity. Her stillness spoke to those who understand that strength doesn't always require sound. Her past, marred by injustice and resilience, made her a symbol of unbreakable spirit, and this moment only deepened that identity. Claressa, meanwhile, embodied power unapologetically. She walked tall, unflinching, and made it clear she would not shrink herself to soothe anyone's discomfort. Her history as a fighter gave her a different lens on love and confrontation. To her supporters, she was a symbol of self-worth and assertiveness. To her critics, she was cold and callous. But love her or loathe her, she refused to be ignored. What's next for Remy Ma? A silence that may soon explode as the dust settles. One question remains louder than all others. What will Remy Ma do next? For now, she has chosen silence, a silence that carries weight that suggests strategy. Rumors are already swirling that she's back in the studio. If true, then the hip-hop world may soon be gifted with a record that could serve as both catharsis and declaration. Remy has always used music to reclaim power. Whether addressing betrayal, injustice, or empowerment, her pen has been one of her most trusted weapons. If a diss track is on the horizon, it could be one of the most explosive returns to form in recent memory. Fans are already speculating about features, bars, and the potential targets of her lyrical fire. But even if no track comes, Remy's legacy remains intact. In this era of oversharing, her decision to step back, reflect, and move with caution has elevated her in the eyes of many. Her story didn't end at the BET Awards, it merely evolved. And the next chapter may be her most powerful yet. The industry watches. Shockwaves across hip-hop and Hollywood as the emotional aftershocks rippled through social media. The entertainment industry found itself transfixed by what had transpired. This wasn't just a personal scandal. It was a watershed moment that demonstrated the enormous impact of a real-time narrative shift. Artists, producers, journalists, and executives alike responded with a mix of disbelief, caution, and intrigue. Some reached out privately to express support for Remy Ma. Others began repositioning their own public relationships, wary of becoming the next viral heartbreak. The incident also reignited age-old debates within the hip-hop community. Is loyalty a myth in modern fame? Can love survive the gravitational pull of clout, algorithms, and public pressure? Many artists spoke out, sharing their thoughts in interviews and on podcasts. Legends like Fat Joe and Angie Martinez hinted at the private pain they knew Remy must be enduring. Meanwhile, younger voices dissected the drama with both earnestness and irony, using it as a cultural case study in vulnerability and revenge. Beyond music, Hollywood circles began taking notes. Publicists and PR teams reassessed crisis plans. TV executives reportedly began pitching unscripted series based loosely on the love triangle. Streaming platforms sensed an opportunity in the cultural momentum. What was initially perceived as a personal implosion had quickly become industry currency, reminding everyone that in the age of digital fame, even heartbreak can be monetized. Claressa and Papoose. the honeymoon phase, or a PR flame? Since the announcement, Papoose and Claressa Shields have taken their love story public with impressive velocity. Red carpet appearances, joint social media lives, and smiling photos at brunch events have flooded the timelines. They speak often about alignment, strength, and mutual support. For many fans, this whirlwind has all the trademarks of true love. For others, it's a PR spectacle too conveniently timed to be authentic. Critics argue that the couple's immediate embrace of the limelight raises questions about sincerity. How could such a delicate personal matter be followed so swiftly by curated couple content? Some have compared their rollout to that of reality television romances, complete with high-definition photo ops, coordinated outfits, and polished captions. The couple's aura of invincibility, while compelling, has made some question whether their relationship was built in love or born from convenience and opportunity. Still, there's no denying the chemistry between them. Claressa's unapologetic dominance meshes with Papoose's composed confidence. They seem to draw energy from controversy, feeding on the frenzy rather than shrinking from it. Their joint interviews ooze control, and their fans are growing in number. Whether their bond will last remains unknown, but their impact on the culture is already undeniable. BET in crisis. Accusations of manufactured drama erupt. BET has long been considered a sacred space for Black talent and storytelling, but its handling of this particular moment has led to serious questions about ethics and responsibility. While no one can say with certainty whether the seating arrangement and camera focus were orchestrated to provoke, circumstantial evidence and insider reports strongly suggest that this moment may have been engineered for maximum impact. Fans and media critics were quick to criticize the network for prioritizing shock value over sensitivity. The slow camera pan to Remy Ma's reaction, followed by lingering shots of her silently walking out, felt too choreographed to be accidental. Many viewers began to feel that they were watching not an awards show, but a high-stakes episode of reality TV with real emotions on the line. The authenticity of the moment, so raw and painful, only intensified the suspicion that it had been used for gain. Calls for accountability have grown louder. Several petitions demanding a public statement or apology from BET have gained traction online. Commentators have called this event a prime example of emotional exploitation, a disturbing trend where networks prey on the real pain of celebrities to generate viral content. Whether BET responds remains to be seen, but their reputation as a cultural custodian has taken a major hit. Fans speak out. Loyalty, betrayal, and the human cost fans have always played a powerful role in shaping celebrity narratives, but the intensity of response following the BET Awards was unprecedented. Across all platforms, debates raged over who was in the wrong, who deserved sympathy, and what this moment said about modern relationships. The internet became a battleground of emotional allegiance, with deeply personal testimonials fueling every tweet and comment thread. Many fans of Remy Ma shared stories of their own heartbreak, of silent betrayals and painful breakups endured with dignity. Her experience, though extreme, became a vessel through which thousands, particularly Black women, expressed solidarity and grief. Memes carried messages like "We've all been Remy Ma," turning her quiet exit into a universal experience. Her silence was not just a reaction, it was a reflection of shared trauma and enduring strength. At the same time, supporters of Claressa Shields mounted a powerful counter-narrative. They praised her for not shrinking herself to spare someone else's feelings. They saw in her a symbol of new beginnings and empowered love, unbound by outdated expectations. These competing viewpoints clashed, collided, and created an ongoing dialogue about womanhood, agency, loyalty, and visibility. Through the chaos, the conversation evolved into something far larger than any of the people involved. A timeline of rumors, silence, and subtle warnings. To understand the magnitude of this public fallout, one must look back at the months that preceded it. Rumors about tension between Remy Ma and Papoose had been quietly circulating. Allegations involving Easy the Block Captain and supposed DMs had already stirred whispers within the hip-hop community. While both parties remained silent publicly, fans noticed a drop in joint appearances and coordinated posts. Observers began to wonder if something was amiss when Papoose appeared at several events alone. His energy in interviews shifted. He no longer spoke of we, but of I. Meanwhile, Remy Ma seemed focused on music, business ventures, and mentoring emerging artists. The The usual affirmations of love and loyalty gave way to cryptic captions and subtle disengagement. The silence grew louder. Then came the Claressa sightings. At first, they were brushed off as friendly overlaps, perhaps a collaboration or mentorship project. But soon, grainy images began to surface. The two laughing at a private dinner, arriving separately but leaving together. The whispers became speculation, and the speculation eventually became confirmation. The BET Awards simply turned that confirmation into an irreversible public spectacle. Cultural reflections. What this moment says about us at its core. The BET Awards bombshell isn't just about Papoose, Remy Ma, or Claressa Shields. It's a mirror held up to our society, revealing our insatiable hunger for drama, our discomfort with vulnerability, and our obsession with collapsing boundaries between private and public life. The moment became an instant classic not because of what was said, but because of how deeply it struck a chord. We live in a time where content trumps context, where heartbreak is repackaged into TikToks, and dignity is sacrificed for virality. The fact that millions of people felt so personally invested in a stranger's pain speaks to the emotional deficit we often try to fill through celebrity connection. We turn these moments into digital rituals, watching, reacting, dissecting, because they allow us to explore our own wounds in a safer, external space. Yet, in doing so, we sometimes forget that the people on our screens are not fictional characters. They are real individuals with real emotions, caught in a system that rewards spectacle more than sincerity. The story of Remy, Papoose, and Claressa has given us much to talk about, but it also asks us to reflect. Are we here for healing or just for the mess?